So you want to learn how to become a brand new you. Just because some random date on the calendar has changed? Well, that's a load of crap, and I'll tell you why in a second. You are, however, in the right place if you're looking to reinvent yourself. I don't care whether you want to lose 10 stone, become a millionaire, or finally learn to touch your toes. If you're pinning all your hopes on the new year, new me bollocks, there's one very simple truth you need to swallow. I call it the new year, same loser reality check. But before I drop this truth bomb, there's one thing you need to understand. You're not magically going to transform just because you've had a few too many beers and watched a firework display. Like, come on bro. I'm not saying you shouldn't try to improve, but don't fall for the marketing wank. For example, let's say you're trying to finally get fit after a month of stuffing your face with red and green colored gingerbread cookies that you don't even like that much, but because everyone else was eating them, you were too. Even if your family or friends got you a fancy new gym kit, a new fitness tracker, and a new year, new me t-shirt, if you don't believe you can actually stick to it, you'll be back on the couch by mid-January, scoffing cookies like the fat ass you once were, and still are, by the way. Don't forget. Well, enough is enough. Let this video be your wake-up call. You've already wasted this part of the year. Don't let the rest be in vain. Put your phone away. Get a physical piece of paper. Write this down and stick it somewhere you're going to see it every single day. Your dreams without physical form are just wishes, but if you write them down and nail them somewhere you'll always see them, you'll be 70% more likely to achieve them. The rest of the 30% you need are two simple things. Number one, a realistic assessment of yourself and your habits, and two, an acceptance that change takes effort. I've already made a whole video on setting real goals and ways to achieve them. That's actually coming out very soon, so subscribe so you don't miss it. But honestly, when it comes to self-improvement, stop with the new year, new me crap. Focus on what you can do today, not on some mystical future you. As Arnold Schwarzenegger put it, neglect the naysayers. Criticizers will always be around. You just have to really and truly ignore their words and stubbornly focus on your own belief. And then, just like that, you're not relying on any date or future point in time to make you better. Because all that's going to do really is get you off to a good start, and after the first few misses, you're going to give up, and by February or March, you're going to think, I'll just start next year. And that's the same excuse every other quitter gives themselves. The problem is, they do it enough times, and they're dead. So presuming you're not a zombie troll coming back to hate on the living, you cannot deny this point. It's no secret. The truth is, you probably know what you have to do, but it's just actually doing it consistently enough, right? Take it from the great Zig Ziglar, who said, if you do what you ought to do, when you ought to do it, then the day will come when you can do what you want to do, when you want to do it. So you might be thinking, how do I actually improve my ability to get results? Well, this part is even simpler. Just start. Yes, just ditch the new year hype and dive into whatever you're trying to achieve right now. But where should I start? Oh, wise stickman. Well, first, write it down on a paper. Don't just type it out on notes on your phone. You're more likely to remember something you wrote out physically, and even more so if it's right in front of your face. Stick your goal on a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be pretty. Just get it done right now. Pause this video right here and do that right now. Then come back and resume, okay? Done? Did you do it? Really? If you didn't, you only have yourself to blame for staying a loser. For the 5% of you who actually did it and are serious about changing your lives, here are 3 places that will help you 90% of the way there. The site you're on right now, YouTube, books, and online courses. And no, I don't have one to sell you, and I won't recommend you any. But books and courses are often expensive, and yes, usually value costs money. But let's just say you're peeling a lemon, and suddenly it falls down and you slip on it, and your cat was frightened, falls into the sink, splashes your phone with water, and suddenly you landed on one of these websites where you accidentally find a book you're looking for and that overpriced course you wanted, and oh no, the full book ended up on your screen for free, and oh no, the $2,000 course is now only $20. So yeah, remember the old pirate's code. Now that you have access to all that information, we still have to learn how to apply the knowledge and not just let them collect dust like your collection of books that are just a fancy piece of interior decor at this point. Say hello to RAP. And no, we're not getting into the Kendrick and Drake beef. It stands for Rapid Application and Progression. Rapid is the period of understanding, where you currently are, Before you make big plans for the year, understand why last year you may not have reached your goals. Did you give up too easy? Did you not create clear goals? Be honest with yourself. Application is the process of doing something every day. Don't wait for the new year to be your motivation. Start today, this hour, this minute. Get into a rhythm to start the flow. Progression. During the process of rapid and application, write down the things that are working or not working. In the words of Bruce Lee, take in what is useful, discard what is not, and add what is uniquely your own. If you're serious about actually improving, you should be cycling through the entire RAP method every day. Start today by working out what did and what didn't work from yesterday. Then apply this by making changes and continue the work you set out to do. Don't get burnt by the same fire twice. And yes, this does work for literally any goal or ambition. Please try and prove me wrong in the comments below. The trick is going back and forth between learning and implementing, then trying to improve something small each time. Just keep improving until you're happy with your level of skill. And it's also mandatory that you implement what you've learned within 24 hours. It's the only way to cement it truly into your mind. Otherwise, you'll forget about it, just like yesterday's TikTok doom scroll. Let this new year be the year of change. And if you like this video, be sure to check out the next one.